Class is being recorded for further reference because that will be kept in YouTube for your students reference who are not able to understand the classes due to their busy schedules. Okay. So, okay, Jayashree, now you understood that that is I have explained today's class lambda expression. In the previous classes, I tried to brief that what is lambda expression. Interlinking, no? If you are missing interlinking, what is lambda expression, you can refer to the classes. So now, what I told you that how to implement an interface, which is a functional interface. Okay, first let me check that class is being recorded. Okay, it is being recorded, second period. Okay, now I told you that functional interface means lambda expression. One more application that will be used with the functional interface. In functional interface, nothing but which has one abstract method. If it has two abstract method, one more method if I here is there, public, that is what public, that is what void means it will not return anything. One more, that is what sound. What is the animal do activities? Animal does what? Animal jumps. Okay, jump is a method. So method now. So now it is one more method I have declared without any. That is what without any body, without any. Why it is giving error? Abstract that method must be terminated with the semicolon. So now this is why it is giving small letter. Okay, public. So now this interface can't be called as functional interface because it has two abstract methods. So lambda expressions will be used. It is nothing but a small, it is a function. Lambda expression means it's a function, anonymous function. Anonymous means it has no any name. See here, wherever I implemented lambda expression here, see, this is total lambda expression. Means it is this closing brace also considered. Within that, this call actually open brace, close brace, part of your lambda expression. And within that, we will write the statements. Okay. So it has no any name. So that's why it is called lambda expression, always called as a function, anonymous function, unnamed function. So within the body, we will write the without calling of the method. Okay, this is the method. So I have omitted that code. Okay. So this is one application. Another application I am going to use in the previous classes. One more application I have explained that it will be used with the collection objects like objects in array list. Okay. Today we will try to understand its use with the that is what one more interface that is called C. One more interface that is called custom interface. Okay, custom interface in second period. This is being covered. Custom interface. Okay, so let us understand that what is custom interface. After that, we will try to understand zero parameter. Okay, custom interface. So custom interface. So not customer, consumer interface. That is very important. Consumer. Huh? It is to be changed. Consumer interface. CONSUME, consumer interface. Okay, first of all, let me explain what is consumer interface. Okay, first of all, consumer interface is what? It is one type of, so I can write some word for this. Okay, first of all, lambda expression. So lambda expression. Simply, I am writing XP means expression. Huh? Expression. So it can be stored in a variable. That is very important. Try to understand. Huh? Lambda expression can be stored in a variable. What do you mean by variable? Variable, I told you that variable is nothing but it is a variable. It is a memory storing. Okay, it stores the it stores the data. Where in computer's memory? Variable created in computer's memory is to store the data, any type of data. So this lambda expression can be stored in a variable. Okay, that variable type is what you know. That variable type is interface type. That variable type is data type is what? Interface. So if data type is interface type, that can be stored. Lambda expression can be stored in a variable. That variable data type is interface. Okay, that is the one point. So which has which has a function, which is a functional interface. Okay, lambda expression can be stored in variable. That variable data type is interface, which is having only one abstract method, having one abstract method, okay. No. So example is what? Consumer interfaces. Example, consumer interface. So comment here. Okay, this is the one more practical application of lambda expression. Let us try to understand. Okay. Now this total code, I need to go for another class. Okay, you copy this one, another application. Nah? You copy this one, you open another application of in VS Code, show and run command, create a Java, create project, no build tools, go into my computer, in your computer. Jayshree, do you have laptop or mobile?
Mobile, sir.
Okay, mobile. Did you download that JV drive?
No, sir, because my mobile does not support for the app, sir.
Why
It's an old version mobile, sir.
old version? It is what? Which company?
Vivo, sir.
Vivo. What is your RAM size? 4
I
GB,
think
2 GB RAM, 1 GB RAM. Old mobile means 2 GB.
3 GB, sir.
3 GB, it is enough, my dear. Don't worry about it. It is 4G mobile, na? 3 GB is very, I think it is very large. Okay, 3 GB mobile.
When
Sorry.
I'm trying to when I'm trying to download, it's getting error, sir.
That moment, na, what is the problem? Maybe you don't have much that is speed of your network. Your network, it is 4G mobile, na, 3G mobile.
4G mobile, sir.
So 4G mobile, if you have now you are connected with my class, it means your area, it is your 4G signal is very strong, because once you are connected with the Zoom class, no? So I think your signal, your area, you are living in
Yes,
Tanuku,
sir.
na?
Yes, sir.
Tanuku, West Godavari.
Yes, sir.
So that area, I am thinking that your signal is okay. Fir problem.
Signals were okay, sir. My mobile, sir.
Okay, understood that. So if you do one thing, if you want to do the code practice, you don't have any laptop, don't worry. It is my concept. I started these classes only on mobiles initially. So
Yes, sir.
I want to give a message to very poor students who are residing in the rural areas. Don't worry, my dear students. You can write the code practicing in the mobile. Myself, 1,000 pages of code I have written in the mobile whenever I started the classes. So actually, this is my concept to make them aware how to write the code, because students are feeling that in villages, sir, I don't have any laptop, so how can I write the code? No, it is misconception of you, but you can write the code in mobile. Actually, in rural areas, every home maybe may have no any laptop, but every home should have a one smartphone, one or two smartphone. That's why you can use that mobile, even though a 3 GB RAM mobile, that is enough, but it is giving error because what you remove some apps which are not useful to you. Okay. So if you want to write JV write, I told you that. Na? So first of all, let me store this in my where in my VS Code Java. So now select this folder, then you keep a file name. Suppose today's class, one more period, na? That is what one more application of Lambda app. App means what? Applications, no? This is underscore one more apps two. Second application. I am going to do that. Okay, now no. You maximize this, and here under this, this is the default file. You rename this one with rename. Where is this? Rename your always. I told you that your file name equal to class name. This is what lambda small. Okay, lambda underscore apps. Okay, two. Second app we are discussing with the. Okay, so this is the. As I told you that these two default instructions will be displayed, one with the default print statement. If you want to keep it or it depend upon you. In the previous classes, I have explained all these. What is this public classic class, static, void, main string, everything I have explained the previous classes. You can refer from there. I don't want to waste the time here because now I want to in the second period, I want to explain that is what second application of what. So I have come, that is what paste here from there. Na? This is the topic today, second period. Lambda expression. Okay, keep. Lambda expression can be stored in a variable. Okay, in a variable. So that variable data type is interface type, and having one abstract method means that is a functional interface. Let us see. So example, consumer interface. Huh? So I told you that that app is equal for lamb, that is what classes JV Droid app. Okay, JV Droid for Android mobiles, JV Droid for Java, and PyDroid 3 for Python. Okay, you can write the coding. Very enjoy myself 1,000 pages coding. Still, I write the coding in mobile. Okay, okay. Now come down. No issue. If you try, as I told you that if you are facing any problems, you remove some apps which are not useful to you. Then you try to download that JVDrive, PyDrive 3 from Google Play Store. Surely you will download and you can enjoy the coding. Okay, whenever you write the coding in mobile, you feel like you I can't expect that how do you feel? You feel so happy. There is no any laptop, you are writing the coding in executing the coding in the mobile. That is the very interesting thing. Okay, now come down. So this line of code we need to implement here. How the lambda expression can be stored. Lambda expression can be stored in a variable. That variable data type is, if it is interface data type, okay, that is functional interface, okay, which is having one abstract method. That is okay. Now come down. Okay, let us now first let us implement that word. Implement. Let us implement what we are going to implement here. How a consumer interface, that is part of your utility package. How a consumer interface will be used along with lambda expression. Okay, consumer interface. Let us implement how consumer interface to store what, to store lambda expression. Okay, lambda expression. Simply I write a exp expression. Okay, now this consumer interface, it behaves like a variable, okay, which stores the lambda expression. Okay, let us see. So how this consumer interface to store lambda expression in a variable. Okay, now in a variable, this is the one more application. In this is the third application I am going to explain about the lambda expression. Okay, first was I explained that in previous class, previous Friday, Saturday, not yesterday. Okay, in the previous how to use the lambda expression with the collection objects array list. Okay, second application simply I have done just now, that is for used with what, your functional interface. Okay, functional interface. Now this is what your lambda expression can be stored in a variable, especially that variable is which type of consumer interface. Okay, it stores this lambda expression as a variable. This consumer interface is what, which data type, what interface data type. Okay, which is having one abstract method. So now I'm writing the code now. Try to, first of all, before that, I need to import. As I told you that this consumer interface part of what it is, part of what your utility package. I'm going to import Java dot utility dot function. One more is that function dot, okay, and it is your consumer is a class. Consumer interface means interface is a class. Interface is a class. Just we have studied before the first period. Consumer is a class. In interface means it is abstract class. Okay, now within this, terminate this one. Okay, now it is giving error because you have written function as function CTI function utility function consumer cannot be resolved. Okay, Java dot utility function dot consumer. Why it is giving error? Java dot util function. Okay, try to understand why it is giving error. This is to be capital letter. That's why it is given consumer capital letter. Okay, now it is okay. Now one more. Now try to understand consumer is a interface, means abstract class that is part of your one sub package function. Function is a sub package of utility. You can see here. Okay. Okay, now come down. It is mostly used as a consumer interface used in lists. Okay, we need to write here this consumer interface. Where is that consumer interface? Mostly used with the lists. Mostly used with the lists. Lists means what? Example, lists are what? Array list in Python, Java, and linked list. Linked lists. These are called lists in simply lists in Python. Okay. Linked list. Array list, linked list, comma, arrays. Okay, arrays also, etc. So in Python, these array list, linked lists are called simply lists, tuple, set, dictionary, like what you know. So now come down. I have imported. So one more, as I told you that no, this where is that this consumer interface? It will be used with the list. So I need to import array list class. So write import. Okay, same Java dot utility package utility array list. Array list is a class. Okay, terminate this. So now this array list is a class that is part of your utility package, sub package. Now this utility sub package is part of Java main package. So I have imported. Now your class name must be your file name. You change this as, that's why it's giving error. Okay, now lambda, okay, underscore apps 2. Second, one more app I am briefing. Okay. Why it is giving error? Because you have one A. See, simple one A you have missed, it is giving error. Same. Your file class name equal to must be your file name. File name is .java. Okay. Now try to, this is the main class. I have changed the main class name as main class. Now this is the main method. Main method name never be changed. You can't be changed main method name. Okay, but you can change your main class name. I have explained all these access modifiers, class. This is the static keyword. Okay, void means it will not return type, main method name, string argument, string array. Everything I have briefed in the previous classes, you refer from there. This is the default statement. Whether you want to keep or not doesn't matter. Okay, now you if you run this code, na, so that's line of statement will be executed. Where is this hello word will be executed? So that is the default statement. Now you write the code. Okay, write the code forward. So how to first you create once you have imported this is array list, you create the object for the array list. So how to create the object for the array list? In the normally array list is a class. You write array list. Okay, it is a list in Java array list. Then you need to say which type of this array list holds which type of data. Either it stores what integer data, it stores string, it stores somewhat characters, boolean. Okay, here it stores, I am going to store that integer data type. So integer, this is what integer. Okay, this is the syntax. After that, okay, name, you need to specify a name. Suppose numbers are there, list, this array list name is good, numbers is equal to new, this is the Visual Studio Code supporting me to write the code. That's why in mobile, na, so you will not get the support, but Visual Studio Code, it will support the code. This code you need to write as a programmer. Okay. Now what happened? Try to understand that. In the previous class, I briefed that this is the I am going to create the object for this array list. This is built-in class part of utility package. Okay. For this, I am going to create the object. This is the object. Okay. So normally syntax to write any object of any class, suppose a student class is there. Okay, student, then what object name, next is equal to new keyword, then student class name again. This is the syntax. Okay, this is the syntax. So normally I have commented here, this is the syntax to create object for any class. Suppose your class is this. Say my class array list is here. I have imported. So for that I am creating the object. Same class name first, class name, and then you for some time you keep this away. Okay, I am explaining. Okay, I will explain. This is the object name. Okay, next new keyword, then class name again, and brackets colon. Okay, now one extra thing I have added here. This is called wrapper class. This is called what? Wrapper class. Wrapper spelling I am writing here. Wrapper class. I am writing here wrapper. That integer is called that integer. I am explaining this here, commenting integer that is called wrapper class. Okay, so wrapper class, what is the use of wrapper class? I will explain, because here wrapper class I am mentioning here. So wrapper class, what happened, normally in Java supports primitive data type. That is what int, primitive data type what? Int, comma, boolean, comma, float, char. These are the primitive data type where in Java. But string is non-primitive data type. String, non-primitive. So string. Okay. So try to understand, string is non-primitive. Try to understand the difference. All the primitive data type starting letter with the small letters. But the non-primitive data type, string, it is capital. Okay. So because string is capital, it has it is non-primitive. So it has the methods. Okay. Means a non-primitive data type can be used to create the objects. So once object is created, it has the methods. But primitive data type, it can't be created. Primitive data type can't be used to create the objects. Primitive data type, can't be used to create the objects. So once there is no any object, no methods are there. But string can be used to create the objects, and that has the methods. So same, but in Java there is a provision by with the help of wrapper classes. But with the help of the wrapper class, this is the wrapper class for integer data, int data. So with the help of wrapper classes, these primitive data type can be used to create the objects, So I have taken the help of wrapper class for int. Okay. So this is the wrapper class I have used here, integer. For every primitive data type, wrapper classes are what I am explaining here. For int, small, it is integer data type. Its wrapper class is equal to what? Wrapper class, this is what? In between capital letter, integer. Okay. For next is what? For same for boolean, keep capital B boolean. For float, capital F, float. For char, capital C. Okay, they are the wrapper classes. So I have used the integer wrapper class. Now I can create the object for this wrapper class, and by then methods. Okay, now come down. So object created, object name is equal to numbers. Next what I will do. So by this object, I will use the methods here, but for this wrapper class. Numbers dot, okay. If I want to add some values in this, now it is a list, I told you that. So list will hold values, multiple values. Okay, now 5, integer value. Now close this one. So now then one more object I am calling with the object name dot add method. Okay, bracket, one more 5. Okay. Okay, now come down. So 2 values, you can add more values. One more value if you want to add, nothing but you can add numbers dot add brackets somewhat 6 or 2. So now what happened? Now these 3 values, integer values, stored in this array list. Okay, your list is created, name is equal to numbers. Okay, so object is created. By that, once object is created means now your int data type, normally how I will declare int data, int is a data type. Int is what? Within 10 minutes we need to create the close the class. What I will explain. So now int take y. Suppose y is a variable, it holds what? 10 is a number. So this is the syntax to write the integer data type. So your y is a variable. You can take any x, y, z. It doesn't matter. My name biscuit is equal to 10. Mean 10 biscuits. Okay, that is integer data type. This variable. Suppose if you write biscuit, buiscuit, biscuit. Is it the right spelling I have written? Check that. Okay, no issue. buis, okay. bui, yeah. bu biscuit, bui. SUIT, okay, somewhat like what we check that. Okay, biscuit. Okay, this is a variable which is holding 10 numbers of integer. Okay, so this integer data type, it has no any methods. We can't create the object for this integer data type, which are primitive data type. Okay, if there is no object, so we can't do any magic. There is no any method. So now this integer primitive data type, with the help of wrapper class, this is the wrapper class. Okay, so that integer wrapper class, I have created that object. So object has the methods. by that methods I am using, I want to infill these data integer values within this array list. Okay. So now let us see now what happened. Now, if I want to, what I told you that here, this consumer interface, okay, will be used to store lambda expression, okay, in a variable, okay. That is the story, consumer interface. So we will use the interface here, consumer. So its interface name is equal to consumer, okay. Consumer, okay, consumer interface. So one, yes, you remove that consumer dot, okay, that interface name, huh? Consumer interface is giving error. So use the lambda, that is what your, this is the syntax. Okay, let us take this syntax. Okay, after that, let us check that. This is the syntax, okay? Consumer, this is the wrapper class. And what is this? This is the object name, okay? So here you take any name, consumer, no issue. Now here we need to use that lambda expression. What is our story? Consumer interface. This is the consumer interface to store lambda expression in a variable. Okay. What is our variable? This is our variable. Okay. This is what integer. Integer means wrapper class. Okay. Now within this, I am going to write the lambda expression. What is our syntax for lambda expression? First of all, brackets. Okay, this is the syntax. Bracket में parenthesis. This is the token. Okay, token to be, and then body. Body is what in flower braces. Okay, this is the syntax for up to this lambda expression in Java. Lambda expression. So here this is called parameter, otherwise argument. Here, if I have not passed any argument or parameter, it is called no parameter. This is the token which connects the argument with the body. Within this body, so I will write the statement system. It is supporting us. Now within this bracket, put some word. Suppose if you pass any parameter here, that is called n. N means now this is called one parameter lambda expression because I have passed one parameter here. Now same parameter I am calling here. So now it becomes what you terminate this one semicolon. Now it is okay. Now let us see why it is giving error. We need to check back that it is giving error because we need to pass one more. This is what. Okay, now what happened? This is the story. If what I'm doing here, now this total lambda expression from here to here. Okay, this is called lambda expression. Within the body, I have put a statement. That statement is terminated. Normally, in Java, every line of code will be terminated with the semicolon. So this is this print statement. It is part of our body. Body means open brace, flower brace. Now this is totally it is terminated lambda expression. Okay. Now it becomes what part of a variable. It is stored in a variable. The variable name is equal to consumer. You can keep anything. Consumer, you can say any method. Okay, now what? Okay, anything you say. Now this lambda expression, it becomes a part of a variable. That variable, okay. It is what I have written. As per this, we need to follow. Na? So let us implement how consumer interface. This is the consumer interface. This interface I have imported consumer interface. It is abstract class, part of your function subclass, subpackage. Okay, subpackage. and that is part of one more utility package like that. Okay, now consumer in how to implement consumer interface to store lambda expression in a variable. This is a variable. Okay. Now you can keep any method, any xyz, my name. It doesn't matter. It is a variable. Variable, anything you can create. So then after you call this, okay, call this word this, okay, this object, okay, numbers here. You call this numbers, okay, dot it this object array list has some methods I have used. Array list has these methods with the help of the object. Always the methods will be if you want to access class methods, you need to create the object. Okay, so that's why object created. One more method I want to use here, that is the method of your um, for each. This is the method of your array list class. Within this method, what I am going to implement, I want to call this variable, pass this variable. So because now your lambda expression will be called with the help of this variable. Okay. Now this is terminate this one. You close this braces. Already two braces are here. This two braces for what? Try to understand. This is closed. This brace for your main class. The next this brace for your main method. Okay, only two braces. One open brace for main class. Close one open brace for main method. Apart from that, no any here. Here one brace we have kept. This is the body of the your lambda expression. Within this class is being recorded. Otherwise, I forget. Sometimes I keep efforts, but I will forget sometime. The total class will be going waste. Okay. Okay, it is be recording. Then that can be kept in the our repository. Okay, now you execute this code, compile this code. Now what you are getting? So this is for what? So finally, what we did here, try to understand what we did here. We tried to get all the values which are filled in your array list. I told you that array list nothing but it is used to store the values. So like what suppose if I want to go here, int is the layer array list, array, not array list, okay, array. So array will be declared in double the this is what your square bracket. Suppose your number is equal to flower braces here. Within this somewhat numbers 4 comma 7 comma 9.